welcome back to my channel, and this is our first episode related to cooking. So today we're going to make a beef stew that should be easy for just about anyone to make. We're going to start with our ingredients. I have almost 2 pounds of stew beef that I picked up at the grocery, and I have browned this in avocado oil on high so that I just browned the outsides of the meat. I'm going to add that to my crock pot. Next, I diced up a 5-pound sack of potatoes. If you want to prepare this ahead, if you plan on putting this recipe in the crock pot in the morning, you can brown your beef ahead of time and store that in the refrigerator overnight. The potatoes, I wouldn't do that. They'll turn brown. Maybe you could store them in water. I don't know. You should Google that. I usually get up and peel my potatoes in the morning, but I'll go ahead and brown my beef. Yes, you could make it without browning the beef, but I promise you that you're going to get a better payoff, a better tasting beef stew if you'll just brown the outside of the beef before you get started. And then to show you how I dice up the potato, I cut it lengthways, and then I cut it lengthwise again, and then I cut about 1-inch segments. My daughter's in the room in case we need safety and first aid help here. Okay, so now that I have my 5 pounds of potatoes, I'm going to put those in the crock pot. And just to show you, 3/4 full line, it's nearly full. I bought large carrots, not baby carrots, and peeled and cut those up in about 1 to 2 inch pieces, because carrots have a different taste as a whole carrot versus a baby carrot, and the taste that you want for beef stew, you definitely want the full grown carrots. So put those in there. And then to make it just super easy, I have, now normally if I'm using only 1 pound of beef and maybe 2.5 pounds of potatoes, I would use only 1 of the beef stew. This is the Campbell's slow cooker sauces. I would use only 1 of these. But since I'm using 2 pounds of beef, and I don't even need to stir this, I will simply put the sauce on, put the lid on, and then I will set this to cook on high for 6 hours. And the reason that I'm putting this on high is because potatoes are probably the hardest thing to cook in the slow cooker that I've ever tried. And getting them done, and of course beef stew is going to taste terrible if you don't get it done. So go ahead and make sure that you get it good and done. So put your lid on your slow cooker. Select high, and I'm going to set it for 6 hours. And I'm good to go. So I want to say that if you're going to make this on a day when you need to get up and prepare it for work, you could peel and cut up your carrots ahead of time. Cut up your onion, and that was 1 whole medium onion that I put in there. You brown your stew beef ahead of time so that on the morning of, all you have to do is peel your potatoes and get everything in the crock pot. So that would probably take you an extra 15 minutes or so in the morning to get that up and get it going. So I have everything in my crock pot. 6 hours dinner will be ready, and we'll have some delicious beef stew. That's pretty simple. It does take a little time, but that's a pretty easy recipe. Again, I thank everyone who has liked all of my shows and invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And we'll see you next time. Maybe doing a little spaghetti squash or who knows what. So see you later.